It just depends. It depends on the game, it's on
So
what scenario you're in and what
you're
friends you
listing
have.
games that were on offline systems. Of course, you logged in a lot of offline hours.
But I'm telling you
Where
that
else
even
would you
though
log in
now
your hours? You don't have an online mode to
I
log your
have
hours into.
I have Killer Instinct on Xbox One. It is line. And I'm not going to be able to play as much matches as I ever have on Killer Instinct 2. I'm not. Number one, I don't have the time. Number two, I don't
Well,
play it
there
like
you
that. And
go. That's why you just said
there's
yourself you
plenty,
don't have the time. It's not because online versus offline. You just said yourself that you're pretty much too busy as compared to back in the day when you were, in elementary school when you were a little kid and you had no responsibilities. You could just play video games all day. That's a
and
pretty dumb comparison to make.
I also said that was anecdotal, right? So it depends on the person's scenario, just like it would for what you're talking about.
No,
There is no way yes,
it
because you can't
doesn't.
play somebody. So you're going to tell me you can play somebody in an
No,
online match faster than you can locally?
yes, I can. Yes,
How? Explain.
I could turn on my PS4, boot up Mortal Kombat, and get online. As to where,
Uh-huh.
if I want to play Mortal Kombat with a friend, the closest friend I have to play Mortal Kombat with is in Denton, which is 50 minutes away. So what I would have to get in my car, drive through the 35 on Dallas, go through traffic, and get
Mm-hmm.
somewhere that's like 80 miles up the highway. So yeah,
But isn't
I
that
think sitting at home and turning on my online enabled system would get me in a match faster.
And isn't that just as anecdotal as my scenario with me not playing Killer Instinct as much as I did when I
No,
played
it's no, it's not
Why
because
is
you said I played offline games offline a lot. That's exactly what you
okay?
said,
But that's a real scenario, is it
bro.
not?
That you're
Not bro, not
listen,
bro, because I'm not.
listen. You are bringing you're talking
Okay,
about
Dave, go ahead.
a really small minority
Oh,
of people. I can't
you,
even
do
think of the
you
last time I heard somebody trying to do LAN parties. This is
see?
2015, dude.
That's anecdotal evidence. You want to talk about 2015? Yes,
Now,
it's 2015 in the United States. The country has the worst amount of bandwidth in the
I'm
entire
sorry,
world. You
but
know
using that word isn't a get out of jail for free card. You can't just keep
what
throwing
word?
that word out there. Anecdotal.
What
You
word?
can't just keep throwing that
It
out
is
there,
anecdotal.
and it's just a fix all word. It's not a
It's an
magic word.
anecdote. In your opinion, that
It
you're
really
putting
isn't.
your opinion. You don't have a number to it,
It's
do you?
it's not an opinion.
It's not an opinion
It's
to
not
give
an
me the
opinion.
number.
An opinion. Me saying that online opens up the ability for somebody to log in more hours than they normally would is not an opinion.
You said factually that's not a problem anymore because there are very few people doing that. What evidence do you have to support that numerically, other than
Uh,
your opinion? Because otherwise, it's anecdotal.
how about
Please
the
tell me.
okay? How about the fact that the majority of all consoles and all people who are subscribed to these services are connected to the internet and have played online multiplayer games?
Okay, and what number is that?
And also the fact that also statistically
If
speaking,
these are facts, what are the numbers?
listen. Also statistically
I
speaking,
want to listen to the numbers.
the majority of gamers are adults, and
The majority of gamers are adults. Okay,
yes.
so what numbers are that? Well,
Do you really want me to go get those numbers? That's something
yes, I do.
that's something you should know is true.
Yes, I
Oh,
know. I'm not
okay,
going to assume
okay.
anything. I want you to prove it to me.
Let me get it then. The average age
Uh,
of gamers is 31. Let's
According to what?
see.
According to what?
According to the 2014 global gaming stats I'm looking at right now.
Global gaming stats.
The Big Fish
Index by
video
who?
game stats database. And only 29% of gamers are under the age of 18, which means the majority
Who
of
is
the
Big Fish?
gamers are over the age of 18, which means you're wrong.
Who is Big Fish Video Games?
It's not. I didn't say
Who are
Big Fish
they?
video games. Let me get you the link.
Who? I need to know who indexed this.
Let
Who
me.
did the poll?
I'm
Who
going to
did?
give you the. You asked for a
Obviously,
link.
the people.
You asked for a link. I'm getting you the
Yeah,
links.
I want a link.
There you go.
If they're legitimate, if they're actually doing a census.
There you go. 29% of gamers are under the age of 18. 29. That means that 71 are above the age of 18, aka adults. Like I was saying. Most
According
adults
to
do not
who?
have their best friends from elementary school still living next to them because they've separated, they went on to college, some of them have moved, and then even if they do live in the same city, people are married now,
To
so people
college,
have
they have people
jobs.
living next door to them. If they went to college, they have people living next door to them.
Yeah,
Sometimes in the same.
are you reading the article?
No. What article?
Why not?
What's
I linked it to you.
What's the source?
I just linked it to you. You're asking me for the source when I just linked it to you. You have everything you need right there.
You put it in the Hangouts.
I gave you what you asked for, and now you're not happy that I gave you what you asked for. So,
Yeah,
can you agree that mostly adults play video games?
Yes. So where are you going with that?
Okay. So now that we got that out the way, can you agree?
Uh-huh.
Can you agree that if a developer is
Even though most kids are on the internet, but go ahead.
Listen. Can you agree that if a developer is able, which Nintendo definitely is, they have the money, the resources, and all that stuff, whatever. If a developer is able, shouldn't they cater to the adult life?
Cater to adults?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. That's why they labeled games kids.
Now, wouldn't online multiplayer be catering to adults?
No, why would it? Explain.
Jesus Christ.
It's clearly not their focus. I guess it will be once they finish this deal with DNA or whatever.
Yeah, the point is that it should be the focus, though.
According to who, though?
According to...
Because we just had a scenario where we was talking about everybody.
According to modern game standards.
Whoa. Modern game standards?
Yes.
Who establishes? Is there an IEEE or something I don't know about?
There is no one person that establishes this. It's a natural progression in the industry. That's like saying, listen. That's like saying
is established by an organization. You're talking about a group of opinions of people.
Okay, it was established by Sony, Microsoft, and the PC. There you go.
Then that's not a standard.
Anyways, that's like you saying online is not a standard. It's like saying HD graphics is not a standard.
HD graphics isn't a standard.
It's
WXGA is the standard. Every game is
most PS4
most
PS4 games are 1080p. Most like Xbox One games are like 900, and most Wii U games are like 720.
Well, we can't say most games are 1080p. Remember, we don't know.
Okay, let's say that. Let's say that Bush did 9/11. Okay, the games this generation are HD. Are they not? Are we not playing HD games?
The vast majority of them are reaching 1 million pixels per frame.
Are we not at least playing 720p in all these games this gen?
That's over 1 million pixels per frame. Yes.
So wouldn't that mean that HD is the standard, considering all games this gen are running in HD?
Did you say HD was a standard? Or did you say 1080p was a standard?
I said HD was a standard. I just used the PS4's 1080p as just a stronger point to help that.
We can go back and listen again, but
we can, because my very first statement was HD is the standard.
Well, HD is a standard set for TVs anyway. It's not a video game standard. Video games don't set standards.
How is that not the current standard?
Video games don't set standards.
No, I'm not saying no. You're getting into something else. I'm not saying that the TV companies or whatever, they move to the beat of the console. That's not what I'm saying. All I said was HD is a standard for console gaming. That's what I said. You said it's not.
I'm saying that it isn't. No.
But you just agreed that every game today is running in HD.
Every game today is running at over 1,000 pixels would be considered as HD. That's what a standard is, right?
Okay, games today are HD games. HD is a standard for consoles, right? Can we just clear that up?
No, because consoles don't have standards.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it. HD is not a standard for the modern consoles. I want to go back to my question that you never really answered back in the comment, because I really want to hear your answer to this. All right, let's say let's just do Star Fox. Star Fox Zero. Let's say in this dimension we're going to get the current Star Fox Zero. and zero that we know right now.
A hypothetical scenario that we're about to paint.
Because people don't bring up
reason?
hypotheticals and discussions.
For what purpose?
I don't see why you could do that in a courtroom and you can't do that in a silly debate between two nerdy ass niggas. But anyways, let's say we get the Star Fox with no online, right? And then in an alternate dimension that's almost exactly like this one, they get a Star Fox that does have online. Which Star Fox game would be the better game?
I don't get what you're saying. They're both objectively the same game, so they're both objectively the same.
Which one's the better game? Which one is the better deal? Which one is the better value? Which one would you be more inclined to buy?
That would depend. That would depend on where I have more opportunity to play offline, and online doesn't matter to me. If I was in a scenario where, say, I don't know, maybe I have shitty internet, or maybe, hey, Nintendo servers are jacked up and they just don't work. With a lot of people complaining about a couple of games they released it, they weren't too good with that. So you're actually better off playing offline. So it would depend on those type of scenarios.
Which one would you buy?
Let's add all the hypotheticals.
Which one would you buy?
Hypothetically, I would buy the offline one. Hypothetically, I would buy the online one for all the other hypothetical scenarios that I just gave you. That means I would have the same
Listen. I said the online one also has the offline multiplayer. It has both.
Exactly. So I'm not having any more fun playing the one with online than I am with the one offline. They're both the same in that hypothetical scenario if the internet is shit.
Which one would you rather Nintendo make?
Which one would I rather Nintendo make?
Yes. Would you rather Nintendo have a Star Fox with online and offline, or just offline?
In both hypothetical situations, I would rather them have, and I would rather them not have the online. It sounds to me like you're saying that a game is ultimately worse with or without dead modes. And those modes are really the same thing. They're just aimed at different audiences.
No. That's it's not just that. The different modes are different capabilities. Do you understand that?
No, I don't understand that. Elaborate.
Okay, more. So you don't understand how an online multiplayer is a capability. You don't understand that.
What capability is it?
It gives you the capability to play with people across the world and wirelessly. That's not a capability.
How is that a capability? How exactly is that implemented? I want you to elaborate. You said it's a completely different.
Is this actually going somewhere, or are you just like?
Yes, it is. They're different capabilities. I want to know what they are.
I just explained to you that it's data that actually leaves the system and travels to another.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something an offline game does. The data stays there on the system, and you don't have any interactions with anyone outside of that physical system that you're sitting next to.
Actually, it does. It does leave. It leaves serially. And it's still a connection. It works the exact same way it does over the wires. Like data was going back and forth.
Your point means nothing. It literally means nothing.
What do you mean my point means nothing?
You think saying these big words
you don't even understand it.
And saying all this technical stuff is gonna like auto smart you or something in this discussion? I don't know, but I'm just letting you know, bro. It's not working. It's really not working.
What's not?
Are you trolling me?
No. Are you trolling me?
God damn. No, I'm not.
Are you trolling me?
I'm quite serious.
That's sad. Because you're talking about these capabilities, right? You're talking about the capabilities that you clearly do not understand, but you're championing. So you're talking about frame relay data, about serial data, and how it's emulated to be sent over the internet to be recognized by another device, about as a different capability, when in actuality it isn't. It's the same capability. It's just done through a different interface. Just the same serial connection that is interpreted either way.
Perception.
So it's all about how you perceive it. Steve's the Wii U, the weakest thing ever, but it's the only console with the newest wireless technology. But they're behind the times. I mean, there's a million ways to look at it. It's all about perception.
It's not about perception.
The PS4 is the most powerful hardware, but it has less interops, or it has less IOPS per clock than, I mean, a lot of stuff out there, because it uses a tablet CPU.
Okay.
But we're talking about power. Like, it's all about the perception.
That doesn't change. No. That's irrelevant. You keep saying irrelevant.
How is that irrelevant?
Because
it's exactly what I was talking about.
Because what you just said doesn't change the fact that the PS4 is the most powerful console.
Is it?
It doesn't change the fact that it is.
Is it? We don't know that. I just sat there and talked to you.
Now we don't know if the PS4 is the most powerful console out of the PS4, Wii U, and Xbox One.
We don't. We got
number one. What do you mean grand spanking quote?
By who and what game?
I'm talking about, like,
is there a game running right now on the console? I don't think anybody's ever confirmed.
Is there a single thread game?
Is a 64-bit game right now? A game with a 6-bit word size.
64-bit. If I remember correctly, Killzone. Let me see. Pretty sure they said
there's
Killzone
so many
Shadowfall
things that we do not know. that
Yeah, Killzone Shadowfall is 64-bit.
According to who? Tell me.
Guerrilla Games technical director Michael Vander Loo, whatever that last name is. There you go. Are you done?
You sent it? Did you send it?
I'm not sending it. Anyways, yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for the talk, man. I appreciate it. For those of you, for anyone who misses it tomorrow, I'm most likely going to upload this right before I go to bed. But thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.